raised here in Detroit, Michigan.
Yeah.
And I'm the founder and creator of Konnected, where we are empowering transformational connections to resources, helping foster youth, families, and the organizations that serve them save time, money, and lives. Did you know that the foster care system was broken? The child welfare system is filled with many organizations and people trying to serve young people and families, but no centralized way for them to communicate, connect, or collaborate. So that results in a loss of time, a loss of money, and a loss of lives. Businesses are leaving millions of dollars on the table. Governments are facing hefty lawsuits. We're right here in Michigan, we've paid close to $1 billion in legal fees alone already. But worse, youth and families are in the foster care system, sometimes unnecessarily, and staying in there longer than they have to because they're not connected to the resources they need. Did you know that we spend about $7.8 billion annually when young people in the foster care system leave the system and they're not connected to resources? Did you know that 78% of the about 400,000 young people that are in our nation's foster care system wouldn't have to be there if their families were connected to resources? And did you know that 70% of the men that are incarcerated nationally have come from the foster care system? The FBI reported that 60% of the young people that they saved from human trafficking came from the foster care system. And did you know that 50% of the general homeless population in our United States of America came from the foster care system? This mission and work is near and dear to my heart because I was a foster youth right here from Detroit, Michigan. And at 17, the day of my high school graduation, I was thrust into homelessness and poverty when I aged out of the system. But that made me want to fight hard and make sure that no other young person had to go through what I went through. So I literally started studying the system and understanding how to make change on the micro and the macro level. And it's even brought me before Congress and being invited to the White House. And now I'm looking to create a tech solution in this space. So we got to work, y'all. We did over 168 customer discovery interviews, and what we learned was that there were many problems in the system, but the biggest problem led to the biggest opportunity, which was the solution Konnected. Konnected is Konnected is a seamless platform where everyone can log in, access resources in real time, and connect. So no matter if it's a foster youth, a family member, a lawyer, a social worker, a parent, you can literally access the data and the resources you need in real time. We understand that monetization is key. So we white label our platform to law firms and youth servicing organizations. We provide licensing to government agencies and a vendor database fee to service providers. I guess I had a little too much coffee today. The market is strong and growing. It's typically been a $220 billion space. And right here in Michigan, $750 million was earmarked. And we know if we get 5% of Michigan by doubling down on Wayne, Oakland, Macomb, and Washtenaw County, that we'll be able to generate $37.5 million. And again, the time is now, y'all. Michigan paid $321 million for a broken system that they're now throwing away. So after increased lawsuits, new demands for technology, we know that the time is now and that Konnected is right in the position to succeed. This brings competitors to the space. There's some big dogs in the fight. But what we know is that we have unique features, but that's not our secret sauce. A part of what makes us so unique and that we can dominate against our competitors is that we don't look at customers or end users as just that. We know that they are our community, and that allows us to have an in-depth relationship and buying and support from them in a way that no other competitor can. And that's critical and essential in this space for the success of any software company. We've gone from ideation to doing customer discovery, now having key linchpin beta testers a part of our platform. And I'm happy to announce that we have a completed pilot and we're getting ready to launch in July of 2024. And we have the dream team. Myself, who's a former foster youth turned child welfare expert with over 10 years of creating successful programs that help foster youth beat the national averages. to a developer and an amazing advisor and mentor, shout out Adam, who's been there every step of the way to make sure that we have what we need to succeed. So I told you about what it's like when foster youth are disconnected. But let me tell you what it's like when they are connected. Steve Jobs, Simone Biles, and Daryl from Run DMC all have one thing in common. Well, really two. They were all former foster youth. But after they were connected to the family, to the resources, to the opportunities they needed, they succeed. They didn't just survive, they thrived and they changed history. So when I look back and I think on Steve Jobs' words, he said, you cannot connect the dots looking forward, only looking back. So when I look at the position of our company that we're in, myself, having over 10 years of experience as a child welfare professional, the time being right now, even the federal government giving 50% of the cost to update all municipalities' child welfare information system, and the demands and the cries for more support in this space, I know it's not a matter of if or when, but who will be able to look back and say that they were with Connected and making sure that everyone was connected with care. Yes. Let's get connected, y'all.
Well.